Yeah, it's your old mate, Daryl. And I've got Toby with me, look. And to you people. Well, that's about all you're going to get off Toby, I'm afraid. But he is with us. And we got Ben there as well, we can hear. Ben's the mayor of our neighbourhood. There he is. Well, so we're going out. Today we went up to Intac, that big house at Intac. And we did about 7 miles, all told. Come on. Come on, Toby. She was certainly a big girl. No, hiya Dave. No, it's a glitch. It's on my side, I think. What I did, it was just reconnecting and it just didn't work. So I thought the best thing is turn it off and turn it back on. So I have done. It seems to be all right now. Where we live, it's kind of at the back end of it, well beyond the sticks. It's at the back end of nowhere. And usually the internet's just fine, but sometimes it just isn't. Come on, Tobes. There he is, little man. Well, did you have a good night out last night, Dave? Well, we're going to have a walk through that council estate. And this is where we're supposed to have all the poverty. Come on, you. That's better. You're supposed to lead the way. Okay, we got 3 people. We've got 6 people following us. So that's good. Down to 4, but that's still okay. Well, for those who don't know, we're in Withernsea in East Yorkshire. And I'm just meandering by, taking Toby out for his walk. We normally walk about 5 or 6 miles. Now, I had a really good dinner. The old Duchess made a chicken dinner. And the thing is, the old Duchess is a feeder. So I've had a really big dinner today. And I know I've gone well over my calorie limit. So I've had to take one of my metformin tablets. I don't normally, come on, take them. I deal with my diabetes through exercise and diet. So I thought, hey up, today I'm going to be well over. So I better take one just to keep my blood sugars down. But I don't do it very often. Yeah, how's this for a bit of a treat tonight? Instead of walking on the seafront, let's go down the old railway track. Yeah, there used to be a railway between Withernsea and Hull up to the 1960s. And then it was closed as part of the Beeching Gas. But a lot of people still remember the days when we had trains. I don't think you can get to Hull on it anymore. They've built stuff on it and done all sorts of things, but you can get a fair way. And it's a nice walk. So I thought we'd do this for a change. We could go up the council estate if you and try and work out where the so-called people in poverty live, although you can't. Or we can go up the railway track. Myself, I don't know. The trouble is on the railway track, we're likely to lose connectivity. That's the problem. We can go so far, I think. And if we start losing connectivity, just turn around and come back. Or do people want to go and see the sea? Decisions, decisions, decisions. Well, maybe leave the railway track for another day. That would be here if we do. Instead, we'll go through the council estate and we'll make our way to the sea. How does that sound? Well, that is where the old railway track went. You know, we do have things in Withernsea, look. Withernsea Tennis Club has come into some sort of prominence. We have a fantastic, playground for kids. And it is fantastic. Lots and lots of stuff here. And I'm going to be careful, I don't want to get kids sort of photographed, but we'll try and get round it and show you a little bit. So there's lots of things here for them, roundabouts, swings. I know my grandkids love it when we come over. Today we're in Bingley, looking at the 5 lock and the lock stairs and the Leeds Liverpool Canal with my son. Now, if Granddaddy were with me, he'd be telling them the history of it. We actually like listening to me, strangely. See, slides, all sorts. And at the back somewhere they've got like a skateboard park. Now, this takes us out to the council estate. And this apparently is full of grinding poverty. I don't believe it is. You will have poor people, but the majority of people seem to be doing okay. Hiya. But going back a few years, it was in the newspapers, on television, about the grinding poverty of Withernsea. Unbelievable, really. And there he goes before me. His nibs. His Royal Highness King Toby. Well, we definitely got 4 people watching us. You're welcome on board. Thanks for joining me this evening. If you like my video, then please like, comment, tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you think I can improve on, what you think I should improve on. I'm always interested to know, and I'm always happy to learn. Well, we're here. This is Kirkfield Estate. This is where we're supposed to have pockets of grinding poverty. So we'll walk up, then we'll walk across. We'll come out at the side of Tesco, and then we'll make our way to the sea. Does that sound like a good idea? And then we'll walk all the way down to the south shore. Yeah, the internet seems to be holding up. Hang on, bikes coming. Good boy. Good boy. Lately, Toby's got into the habit of having a go at bikes, particularly motorbikes, but also push bikes. So I'm trying to train him not to. So what we do, we stand still. I hold him close to my legs on short lead until the bikes have gone past, and he gets praised for being a good boy. Come on. We were coming past this house one day, a couple of months ago, me and Tobes, and there are these kids outside everywhere throwing this dolly at each other. Look like real ragamuffins. But then you look, it's a 2-car household. They're everywhere chucking these dolls at each other. It was funny. The sort of thing me and my sister would have done when we were kids. We're back. Well, that's good then that we're back. It went at just the right time when they were picking up after Tobes. As you can see, it's not really a bad estate. So in a bit we'll come off this and we'll come out at the side of Tesco. Alright, mate.
Easy, fella.
Nice evening at least, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
It certainly is. Yeah, people are all right, and it's a very friendly place, is Withernsea. Now there's a bin. I think it's from the council flats. I don't know actually, but it's going to get my dog poo in it. So I don't want to be walking around with that forever. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for telling me that. I hadn't realised when I was wrestling with that bin to remove Charlie's poo bag. I must have done it then. But thanks for telling me. Anyhow, you've not missed anything, just me prattling on. This is the golf club, Withernsea Golf Club. It's not really that bad a place, to be honest. From what I know of golf, I'm not actually a golf person, but I can remember me and the old Duchess, we came here for a meal ages ago. It was like some carvery on a Sunday, and it was good. Hey. No, it's all right. There's a car coming. Oh, we got 8 people now. Hey, welcome aboard, everybody. It's good to have company. If you like this video, please like, comment, tell me what you think, what you like, what you don't like, how you think I could improve it. I'm always willing to learn. You can share it with like-minded people, or you can subscribe. I do videos most nights and sometimes in the day as well, but mainly at night time. If I'm going to do something, like when I went to Grimsby a few weeks ago, I did 2 videos. That was a really good day. And it was a really good night. The other night on the Humber Bridge, that was absolutely brilliant. I've been over it in my car loads of times, but to walk across that bridge and to be able to share it with people, that was just out of this world. And then, of course, it was Friday, my epic walk from Eaton Park in Manchester to Watersheddings. You know, what I didn't mention was, earlier on in the day, I took Toby for his 6-mile walk. We'd actually found a dog, a little dog in the middle of nowhere. Well, you know, we're walking along and you get this feeling somebody's watching you, and I looked down and this frightened little dog. I couldn't have left him. I thought, what am I going to do? You know, I got into a local Facebook group with a picture of him, and within 10 minutes this young woman comes running up. I said, he's here. Oh, she was so grateful. It was a Nana's dog. A Nana was in her 80s. Apparently the dog had slipped its lead. There's your council estate again over there. And the lady was just so grateful to get him back. Really was. So we did our 6-mile walk. And the other thing I didn't mention was, from Watersheddings to Oldham, I just missed the bus. So I would have had about a 30-minute wait. So I know where Oldham town centre is. I used to live in Oldham as a kid. I thought I may as well walk it. So I walked that as well. But before then, I'd walked from my old street down to what they call the Peacoats and back. So anyhow, you add all that together, it turned out I'd walked 18 miles. Which I didn't think I'd be walking anything like that. But that day, Friday, I walked 18 miles. 36,000 and something steps. Nearly 37,000 steps. Was it a good day? Oh yeah. Was it worthwhile? Oh, definitely. Would I do it again? Don't know. Probably. But not this week. Probably not this month. But yeah. This is our Tesco. They've just done things to it. They've done up the inside, done lots of stuff. So what we're going to do now, we're going to make our way to the seafront. I just thought it'd be a nice little diversion. You know, there's more to Withernsea than the sea, so I thought I'd just take you around a little bit. This guy here, we're going to go past his place in a minute, but he's an absolute star, and I mean that in every sense of the word. He is brilliant. You know the old Duchess, she's disabled. Now Dean is brilliant. Well, that's nice, isn't it? She'd like that. You've got a go faster stripe on it. But Dean is absolutely a complete star. As I said, I mean that in every sense of the word. He's a really good bloke. She has two scooters. One she's had a long while. It's like a tank. Now the other one, you know, it's light enough to lift and stick into the back of the car. Now when we got it from him, and it wasn't particularly expensive. You'd probably pay about 2002, 2003 anywhere else. We got it at 1500 with 2 batteries. Now, when we were in Skegness the other week, only one of the batteries worked. Poor Duchess were really worried. She had range anxiety. What happens if the other one goes? Oh, all sorts. And she was worried. And I couldn't do much about it. Came back. I tried to get another battery and that was a waste of time. So we came back. I told Dean what had happened. I've got the battery with me. He says, tell you what, I'll give you another one, 150 quid. And he took that one in exchange. Now I was wondering what to do with the battery. So no, you can't just throw them away. Yeah, he took it off me. If he makes some money out of it, good for him. But if I wanted to buy a battery, I'm looking at nearly £300 for a model. See, this is a nice area. So this is what I'm saying. When we were going on about the grinding poverty in Withernsea, I just don't know where it is. Where I live is nice. Well, from leaving our house, we've been walking for about 18 minutes with 9 people with us. So that's great. That's me and Dave and 8 of us. That's 10 of us. If anybody likes this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Yep, you can, I don't know whether you can hear the sea or not, but we're almost there. Not quite, but nearly. What's he doing? Come on. Here he comes. I thought you were the leader. You're supposed to lead. Yeah. During lockdown, me and Duchess often used to come here, find a pew to sit on and just sit here for an hour or two. Weren't supposed to go out. Well, we knew that. But as lockdown wore on, I kind of thought, hey up, it made at first it made a lot of sense But as time went on, it just started to make less and less sense. Now I have asthma, so I have to be careful. The Duchess has bronchitis, she's to be careful. But we know all this. To catch COVID, you need to be in an enclosed atmosphere. You're not going to catch it out in the open. I'm not going to say you won't, but the chances are exceedingly small. And yet we're all locked down. So as time went on, I was thinking, well, there was all sorts of demonstrations, like George Floyd, the American drug dealer who got killed. People rolled in all sorts of parties, you know, garage parties, house parties. People could join bubbles. At one point we had the worst COVID per head of population in the whole of Yorkshire. What were happening? Parents were bringing the kids to stop with grandparents while they had a blast off and some much needed downtime away from the kids. So the old people were catching it from the kids and, you know, ending up in hospital. One of my neighbours caught it. My daughter went mad. Nobody went to her house. Nobody sorted it out. Evening. Yep, another dog on its way. Evening. I think you two know each other. Alright, okay. Huh?
I tell you, every time you go to that dog close, they won't go for it.
He won't go for you?
No, he won't go for that.
Right.
I tell you, every time I see you.
Right, fair enough, I'll avoid you in future. Not going to get into an argument with him. I know my dog's fine. If his dog isn't fine, that's a matter for him to think about, not me. My dog's on a lead, safe, and I'm more than capable. Anyway, who cares? Like I said, I'll avoid him in future. Make a mental note of that. Well, tide's coming in. There you go. There's our tide. This morning, I walked right down there. I don't think you can see how far I got. More or less round to that corner on the other side. Toby! Toby! Oh dear. Come on, Toby. If he thinks I'm going over there, he's in for another thing coming. Yeah, look at the tide coming in. Yeah, I remember you from yesterday, Annalise. Yep. I were in Oldham and we were chatting, weren't we? How did your thing go that you were going to in your black Audi? You love me dog. Thank you very much, Annalise. Thank you. There he is. That's Toby. Yeah, I remember you. Because you told me you were going somewhere. I couldn't make out what it was, still don't. He had a carload, because I said jokingly, if you see me, you can give me a lift. He said, oh, I can't, we've got a carload. But in actual fact, I would have said no, because it was my thing. I was walking from near Heaton Park right the way up to Watersheddings. So I knew what would. So if I'd have got a lift or something, it'd spoil that, wouldn't it? Yep, another doggy coming. Well, might be that the tide's just going. No, it's coming in. Hi, everybody.
Hiya. Hello.
This is Toby.
You say hello, Toby? Oh, no. Another one. You say hello to me, though. You say hello, Toby?
Come on, try him. There's nothing stranger than dogs.
I know there
Only,
is. Hello.
only people.
Hello. You see, I'm not bad, will I?
Well, you've got that at least. It can be odd though sometimes. He's never going to have a go at you or anything like that, but it can be a bit funny as to who he goes up to and things.
It's like a ball, isn't it? They've all got their own nature.
Yeah, that's right. See you later, love. Nice people. And that's the thing, isn't it? You get 100 people, 99 of them are reasonable or nice, and one of them isn't like that guy. Well, we've got 10 of us now. Me, Dave, and 9 others. If you're enjoying this video, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Right, that guy's down there. I know I'm going to catch him up very, very soon. He's going to put me in a position where it's going to be difficult to go past him. So what am I going to do? Because I certainly don't want to argue with him. I'm not really in the mood. I'm certainly walking very slow. If I caught up with him here, there would have been plenty of room to get past him. No, it's alright. Well, the sky's great. I thought there'd have been rain, but there hasn't been. You know, he's literally walked about 20 yards in the time it's taken me to walk about 200. It's alright. Once we get past here, we can walk and overtake him. Evening. Evening, chaps. Right, I can get past him now. Come on. There's a good boy. Yeah, no problem now, none whatsoever. Come on, Tobes. Yeah, one of these houses was for sale about 12 months ago and it needed doing up. I think they wanted about 60,000 for it. It went cheap. Right, we're certainly past that gentleman. Let's see if his pace quickens up any. Come on. So far not. Yeah, this is a lifeboat station for those who don't know. We lost one of our lifeboat men a couple of years ago. It can be very dangerous. The other week, a couple of weeks ago, they had the Blue Light Festival. They had all sorts of people, the police, fire service, ambulance, the military, St. John's Ambulance, Coast Guard, lifeboats, literally you name it, they were here. And it was quite good. The only thing was, there were that many people along this stretch, literally. You couldn't move. You know, you couldn't move with people. It sort of spoiled us in a way. But yeah, it was good. And then on the Sunday, we had an air show. I'd have shown that to you, but we were away. You know, we were in Skegness that week. Well, we got 12 people watching. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining me. So that's 13 of us all together on this Sunday evening in Withernsea, walking along the promenade. If you enjoy my video, then please like, share, comment or subscribe. Just look at that, you see, just lapping at the shoreline. Now let's go a bit further. Yep, and see what's going on. There's a family down there, they've left the pram. Or it's more or less a trike. The old Duchess would have loved one of these houses here. To be honest, I don't know what she'd have done with it. But I know she'd have loved one of these. So it's not too far from the town centre with the sea view. But the size of these houses, they're absolutely massive. Hiya. See, there's lots of rock armour. All this is left over from the big, blue light festival. We were throwing coloured powder around, a bit like Holi, the Holi festival in India. Don't really like kids on them rocks. I'm not saying anything. Oh no, there's an adult there. But all that is rock armour you can see. All the way down. And it's to protect, the promenade, the breakwater. Because Withernsea, we have actually if not but certainly one of the fastest receding coastlines in the country. We have a lot of coastal erosion. Look at the sea coming in. I mean, going back to, I don't know, I think it's the 15th or 16th century, something like that. The coastline was about 3/4 of a mile further out. But over all these years, the coast has eroded. And I think it would have been the 1880s, 1890s when they built the seawall. Since then they've reinforced it. Well, the fairground motors, Old Foden. Everything's locked up. The showmen have gone home to their caravans. Come on, Toby. I nearly went flying there. My granddaughter loves going on that whenever they come over and the fair's on. She's just turned 8, she's a big girl. And her brother is 5, I think it's in October. Here we are. The twin towers, the pier towers. I can't really show you, but there's a model of what the pier used to look like when it was built. "16 people following us. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. I hope you're going to enjoy this video." Right. Here's the model of what the pier would have looked like. You can see you've got your twin towers, and that would have been your pier. And it tells you the story of it along here, what happened to it. Ships crashed into it, storms, and eventually they had to demolish it. We just had to demolish it. "Toby, what have you done to me?" That's better. It goes all the way out here, look, to that hut on the end. You can go up here, we can have a look. So this is where you get onto the pier. Straight out there. A few years ago, they had this crackpot idea of rebuilding the pier. They went and raised a lot of money, but it never happened. I don't quite know why it didn't happen, but it didn't. The money that they raised, a lot of it they returned to the donors. But unfortunately, the money they'd raised, like going around pubs in with buckets and things, that just, I don't know, it just disappeared. I was a kid coming, so I'm moving my camera. There we go. Blimey, 19 people with me. Oh, look at all these birds. Look at them all. How's that? There's a load more here. Well, there's 18 of us now, 19 of us, including me and Dave. Look at that. Well, well, well. Herring gulls. They don't care, do they? We obviously think there's some food round here. Amazing, isn't it? Look at him on your bonnet.
Been on the roof.
Yeah, there's one on the roof.
Is that?
Yeah. One there. Yeah, alright Dave. Catch you later then. Have a good evening with whatever you're going to do. Thanks for joining us. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, Dave. Come on. I'd watch your chips if I were you.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
There's a load of them just round there, literally. As soon as they smell chips, they'll be around. Come on, off we go. Well, 21 of us. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, if you're enjoying this video, then please like, share a comment, tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you think I could do better. That'd be great. Share with somebody else who's like-minded, or even subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the better we are. I'm up to 155 now, so that's not bad. When a month ago I was struggling to get 50. Alright mate, no. Yeah, I was struggling to get 50. So to say I'm up to 155, I'm well pleased with that. So if you like what I'm doing, and please think about subscribing. I'm still pretty new to this, so I will get better as time goes along. Still got quite a few campers on here. As some of you know, I tried talking up the old Duchess into us getting a camper, and she turned around and said, "Nah, we're too old." Most people who have them things are giffers like me. We're oldies, wrinklies. But nah, we're too old, she said. So we didn't get one. Never mind. Look, there are dogs out there. One there. One there. Oh, and another one. Chasing the ball. There's got it. Didn't seem to be bothered. He is. Oh, he's got one now. It's two of them. Third one's not bothered though. Well, we're up to 26. Again, if any of you are enjoying the video, please like, comment. Hello again, Annalise, how are you? What have you been doing today? Anything good? You can share, people can share, or you can subscribe. The nice thing is, I'm getting some people coming on time and time again. People like Annalise, people like Dave. There's another lad called Red. There's quite a few people, and it's really good when you get some of the same people. You get new people and you get regulars, and it's quite good because you get to know your regulars. Wow, Dave's gone, but I'm up to 29. That is great. So that's 30 of us strolling along the prom. That is really nice. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate your company tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna get a gimbal, I think. Michael. That's better. I'm going to get a gimbal and a microphone. At the moment I'm still trialing this. I have a lot to learn. So I'm pretty new. For the next few weeks I need to find out more about gimbals and more about what sort of microphone to use. So I don't know much about them things. But I will be getting. And that should sort the noise and the stability problem out. But thank you very much for your comment. We will be getting it sorted. Well, yesterday was beautiful, the weather. And Friday, I know when I was in Manchester walking over to Watershed Inns, I was absolutely drenched in sweat. Tied up with Toby's lead again. There he is. And we're up to 34, so I'm going to say it again. Those who are enjoying my video, please like, comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me what you think I should do. I'm always grateful for comments, and I'll always try to learn from them. But you can also share with like-minded people, or if you want, subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the better the channel's gonna be. Let's see how many miles, not miles, but how many steps I've taken. 18,982. Well, that's some going, isn't it? So that's about 9 miles today so far. How many calories have I burned? I burned 881 calories. That's this morning and now. Not just this evening, altogether. And 19,000 steps. That's this morning's walk and now. Wow, we're up to 32 people. Welcome aboard, everybody. Just imagine 32 of us walking down this promenade. That would be something, wouldn't it? Another dog over there playing with his mum. Evening. Come on, Tobes. Bird just gliding quite happily. Golden Labrador. I've never known I've got a bad Golden Labrador. Well, what we're gonna do, I think, is we're gonna walk to the end of the prom, and then we're gonna walk around the cliff. We'll come to the other end, and then we'll decide then what we're going to do. a dog coming down. Yeah, we reckon 800 metres. That's from the Twin Towers. Now at the bottom here, where the promenade ends, they say it's a kilometre. So we go around the cliff, altogether the cliff. I think it's about 1,200 footsteps. Ah, good idea. Baby. I'll be pulling it in one of those carts. Even on a grey day like today, the sea's magnificent, isn't it? Yeah, we're almost at the end of the prom. So we've got 19,421 steps. Kids coming up, so I'm just going to turn my camera a little bit. You can do it, you can do it. Come on then, Toby. Now this is the post which tells us we're a kilometre. Why they use kilometres is beyond my understanding, but never mind. We have miles in the UK, but there you go, a kilometre to the pier towers. This is just a field, so it's not really the cliff. Toby knows where he's going. A few weeks ago, we had the air sea rescue helicopter out. The Coast Guard, the police, 2 lifeboats, looking for a couple of kids that we thought had been washed out to sea. What had happened, somebody had found all these clothes, kids' clothes, 10-year-old kids' clothes, on the plate where you launch a lifeboat. Anyway, we rung up 999. We got the lifeboat out, even brought a lifeboat up from Grimsby, which is a fair distance. And our lifeboat, the Grimsby lifeboat, they were looking for this child, or these children. The Coast Guard were out looking, police were up and down. Fortunately, it turned out the kids had left the clothes and just gone home. when all this were going on, we were having the tea at home, safe. It's been my kids. No. They've been made to apologise to the police, the Coast Guard. What are you doing? It's no good if you're chewing something. Oi, 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 oi. Don't know what it is, but no. And they'd have been writing letters of apology. Fair play to the emergency services. Kids being kids are kids though. That's the nature of kids. You do have things you don't think. Well, at least we were safe. Well, we are now on our way to the cliff. And we're going to walk around the cliff. That's better. And see what I'm doing now. 19,853 steps I've done. That's today in 2 walks. It's going to be over 20,000 steps. Well, we're now on the outskirts, the edgelands of Withernsea. We're going onto the cliff. One of these days we'll take a walk over to Waxholme. Not going to do it today though, but we will do. There's not much there, it's just an industrial estate, but again you're right on the coast. During lockdown I used to bring both my boys, Charlie and Alfie, down here. And it was great. Lots of people were taking the dogs. At first we all avoided each other, scared of giving each other COVID. And then after a while, we started talking. There were Dave, and he was a lovely man. He had a Springer Spaniel. Unfortunately, he had an heart attack and died. Didn't see him for ages, and then we saw him. We've just been missing each other. But the thing is, none of the other dog walkers had seen him. And we saw him and he was okay. Apparently he'd been to his son's house in Scotland for a while, so we were okay with that. His wife had died a year before. Not of COVID, but she died. And I knew he was still grieving. You were a nice man. And then we didn't see him again for a couple of weeks. And the next thing I learned, he'd been found dead in his flat. He used to work for Park Dean, you know, the caravan site over there. I'll show it you. I'm not going on it. It's a caravan site at like a recreation site. And that's where he used to work. And then he retired. He had his little dog. He had his cat. They were fine, they were doing good. And then I don't know what happened, but his son came down from Scotland, cleared up his stuff. But he took, from what I understand, he took the dog because I was worried what was going to happen to the dog. I'd have took him in. But anyhow, the son took him back to Scotland. So I'm glad of that. The son's got a bit of his dad, hasn't he? And the dog, well, he'll have a good life. And that's the main thing, really. It's a dog you've got to think of. I'm 70. The other day I walked 18 mile. I told you, 18 mile. I can still do it. I know I'm healthy. And from what I know, I have a good few years in front of me. I don't know how many. My mum was 78 when she went. My dad, from what I know, he was into his he was about 94 or 95. I don't really want to live that long. Well, I wouldn't mind as long as I'm healthy like I am now. Well, folks, this is it. This is the cliff. I'll give you a better look at it in a mo. Here we go. Just gotta be careful. I don't want Toby going over it. Come on, Toby. Toby. You're okay. Just stay with me. There you go. That's the cliff for you. Better look at it, a bit farther away, and that's what we're on top of. See the sea still coming in. Come on. Bit worried with Toby at the very edge, you never know. He might do something daft and go over it and drag me with him. Well, I'd have to somehow find him if he did. I don't really want to go down the cliff. He's a very good boy, actually. "24/7 steps." Well, I never. That's what I've done today. We'll walk down a bit far. I'm not going to walk too far down it because it does get a bit gruesome. Bit dangerous. I'll just show you a bit more erosion. Well, we're going this way, Toby. Yeah. Tobes. Me and Tobes come down here a few weeks ago. Dog had escaped from the kennels. The owner was abroad in Malta or somewhere, and she'd put the dog in kennels. Somehow it had escaped and tried to get home. Now it was seen all over. Santamare, which is right there. Waxholme, Withernsea. Now, a former colleague and friend of mine, Lynn, who also moved to Withernsea, was out looking for the dog in her car. She told me, so I'm going to Waxholme in the car. I said, right, So can you go up on the cliff top? See, yeah. Dog missing. Hour out. Eventually, I think it was the following day, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Lynn couldn't find it anywhere. We gave up. Following day, the dog were caught. Somebody got the dog and took it back to the kennels. Amazing, really. Anyway, you know, it's only a small place, is Withernsea. A few weeks later, a couple of weeks later, I was walking Toby and I come across this woman with a dog and she told me the story. Look at that. The fishermen have made like a pathway so they can get down. You can see, look. Just look at this, eh? The erosion. This is the King Charles III coastal path, by the way. No, Toby? No. We're not, no, you can bugger off, we're not going down. I think I am. We had the combine harvester here a few weeks ago. Just before we went on holiday. So we'll be ploughing the stalks back into the ground soon. Look at that. The erosion is the worst, one of the coast around here, Holderness Coast, has one of the highest rates of erosion, not just in the UK but in Europe. It is absolutely horrendous. Sometimes he'll come in and take a big gulp of land. There's lots of buildings that have been demolished. Due to the erosion. Anyway, those who are watching, if you enjoy my video, please like, comment, share, or if you haven't done already, subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the better. Yep. Well, we're up to 19, so please like, comment, share and subscribe. Look at that view. It's not even cold. It's 7:30. I've done about 4.5 miles so far tonight, and I've got about another 1.5 to do, and that'll be me 6 miles. Come on. Just be careful though. There's nothing over there. He wants to run in the long grass, but there's no long grass. No, don't go over there, Toby. I think I'm going to turn round here and I'm going to go back. See, look at the erosion down there. Come on, Toby, I'm going to go. That's it. Good boy. down here a bit more. I think I'm going to go back to what we call the North Road. We'll go past the park being with the Sea Sands holiday camp, which is just the other side of this field. And at that point, I think I'm going to leave here. And I'm just going to amble my way home. Certainly been a good walk tonight. Started off from my home. Then we walked to the old, what used to be the old railway track. We didn't go on it because the video, the internet were playing up. Then we made our way past the kids' play park onto the Kirkfield estate, and then from there we came out. We went past Bully's shop, the ability shop. As I said, he was really good. Give him a plug in. He was really good to my missus. Then we went up to the North Shore, and we just continued to walk down the coast to the end of the South Shore, over the cliff, and now we're going to make our way to Waxholm Road. So it has been a really good walk. I know I've enjoyed it, but then I enjoy all my walks. It's not too hot, so my feet aren't killing me, my legs aren't killing me, not like they were on Friday. God, I was driving back from Watersheds, my legs were killing me. I was in agony. My feet were killing me. We'd walked 80, or I'd walked, didn't have Toby with me, but on Friday I'd walked 18 miles. Not in one stretch. I'd done 6 miles, 7 miles, 7 miles in the morning. I drove over to Manchester, I drove over to Oldham, then I walked from Watershedings into Oldham town centre. I'd got the bus to Eaton Park, then I'd walked from Eaton Park right up Eaton Park Road to the Parkview Hotel, back again, and then from there I walked all the way to Watershedings, and it worked out when you put it all together at 18 miles. I was driving back from Watershedings. My legs, the calves of my legs were murdering me. My feet were killing me. Like trying to bust out of my shoes. No, we're not, Toby. Trying to bust out of my shoes. It was about 2.5 hours home. I stopped at Hartshead Moor Services, basically just for a drink. I was thirsty. I had lots of fruit juice on me, so I just pulled in, went to the restroom, came back, had a drink. Now we're going this way. Yeah. Went to the restroom, had a drink, and carried on motoring up to Jew's truck stop on 62 at Goole. Went to the Mackey's there, had a coffee to keep me awake. I got home for about 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd been up since 7 o'clock, walking or driving. until 1 o'clock. The thing was, I went home, had a cup of tea. I couldn't, went to bed, I couldn't sleep. My mind were full of what I'd done. My legs were hurting, my feet were bad. And I just thought, oh God, what did I do it for? But I'm glad I did. And you know what? On Saturday, I did it all again. Not that, but we were out and we did 14 miles yesterday, me and Tobes. Today I don't know how many we'll have done. I'm trying to gauge it on here, but I'm not doing a very good job. I've done 21,693 steps. (1,067 calories). I think I've done about 11 miles. About 6.5 this morning, 4.5 now, and I've got 1.5 miles to get home. Now this used to be the old Park Dean site at one time. He likes getting lost in the grass, but due to the erosion, the coastal erosion, they've shut this. They don't use this part. Yep, we've got a dog coming. He's all right. He's okay. Go on, let's just stand over here a little bit. He's okay. Huh? Yeah, he's okay with dogs. Yeah, he's fine. I've never met a bad
Some
lab.
little dogs are a bit scared, aren't they?
No, I've never met a bad lab yet, you know.
Hello.
That's the thing he doesn't like. Bikes.
They've just come up.
Yeah. Huh? Well, yeah.
In case he did some straight marks.
Well, yeah. But they're the things he would go mad at. Other dogs he's fine with. Anyhow, enjoy your evening. Yeah, some people have got a lovely, lovely black lab. Now, we'd normally go up there, me and Tobes, but I'm not going to bother with those lads with a bike. So I think, oh, we're up to 35. If you like this video, then please like, comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me how you think it could be improved. And finally, you can share it or subscribe. I'm not going to go up there when them lads are on that bike. What we're going to do is hit the North Road and we're going to make our way home. I'll just show you where Park Dean, Withernsea Sands, holiday camp is. And then I'm going to be saying my good nights. Yeah, it has been a good walk. It's been enjoyable. We've had some good comments, a couple of likes, which is always nice, and lots of people joining the walk. Yep. So that's where we're going to go. Towards the town centre. Well, there you go. That's your Withernsea Sands across the road. Holiday Park. And that's where Dave, my old mate, used to work. The one I told you about. So what I'm going to do now at this stage, I'm going to thank everybody for your company on this walk. It's been a pleasure to have you all on board. And I've absolutely enjoyed it tonight. I've had some good suggestions. It just remains again for me to thank for those, special thanks to all those, who've liked, commented, shared and subscribed. So I'm going to say good night and I'll see you again on the next one.